as an experienced medicine man for all these years, an athletic type person. I have a contact when I was about 28 and he was 25 and he had broad shoulders. He was a big American dude, in shape. He'd be about 220 and he was a professional baseball player. Now you would think being that size, he was a great hitter, and he really was. He had a great hitting ability and he had high average in the minors, and he just made it up to the show. But his best thing was he was great in the outfield. He really had a great arm, great depth perception, hand-eye, all those things. And you need good communication skills to figure out where that hitter's going to hit it, and listening skills and study all that stuff. So he was the full package. And one day he went out, some people on his team said, "Hey, we're going out to hit batting practice." There was this supplemental batting practice. And I think they were in Candlestick Park or somewhere where it was cold and misty. So it's in the morning, he's not really warmed up. And this was something out of his normal practice, even though he was only 23 at the time. You need to warm up the body. And what he did is he took 2 swings and then he tore some things in his subscapularis rhomboid area, and that never healed, and he was off the team. And then he just became a slow pitch softball guy by age 25. So that, to me, what I would have tried to teach people: learn to say no, observe things before you're going to get into them, and then do the full warm-up program, like tennis ball rolling and foam rolling, massage. Assess where your body is that day. Don't just go out with a limited thing and start doing your superhuman swings at the ball, because there goes your career or your health. Either one. Share what your thoughts are on that, Dr. Bob.
Well, it's like walking out of the house and just starting to run. The warm-up is the key. Is the even walking and doing a little skipping and moving around. So this guy had terrible, horrible luck, because he might have done that a million times, never pulled a tore muscle, let alone one that ruined his career. But the lesson there again is you have to warm up properly in order to be able to have the least chance of an injury. He made a very bad decision in that regard. But again, whether someone walks right out the door and starts running instead of being able to warm up, or somebody gets into action right away, they're a lot more susceptible with a cold body than they would be if they warm up properly. What's the best warm up? There's been a million different ideas regarding that. You know, the idea of static stretching used to be so popular in my, so the idea of lesson learned, you must warm up. A cold body jumping right into activity is going to be much more susceptible to a potential injury. So your story is a great example of an unfortunate tragedy that ruined his career.
Yeah, and then the other thing you get out of doing a good warm-up program and stretching, you're going to assess where you are. So let's say it could happen to a 15-year-old, happen to a 50-year-old, doesn't matter. Let's say you slept a little bit funny, or you went to sleep with stress and it hung out in your back or your neck, and then you wake up, and if you don't do your morning assessment and stretching, you don't know. So if you go out swinging the bat because you're a baseball hero, you haven't done your assessments. You got to see where you are at that moment, and every moment is different.
Yes, good range of motion exercises many times, again, make a tremendous difference. And the idea, though, like you said, you're an educator, is the importance of people's awareness that warming up is a key point, including being mentally ready for what you're doing, absolutely, like you were talking about. But you just don't want to be cold. You're going to be more susceptible to injury. And this is where awareness is very important for all of us.